Well, everyone's trying to stay warm this winter. It seems like it started a bit early for us here. It's time, though, to talk about this heating season and carbon monoxide safety, and helping us out with that is the owner of Synergy Home, Jamie Clark. And Jamie, it's good to have you with us.
Always good to be here.
So this is a conversation that we need to have often.
Every winter, for sure.
And for folks that, you hear the term carbon monoxide, there might be some viewers out there that just aren't quite where they need to be with it. What's our primer for this?
So carbon monoxide is the byproduct of natural gas. So if you've got a natural gas furnace or a natural gas water heater or gas logs like we talked about earlier, when those appliances burn gas, they don't burn 100% of it. So they're going to leave fumes, and carbon monoxide being the most dangerous fume. And we call it the silent killer because it's odorless, it's colorless, you can't taste it, you don't know it's present. But what it does is your body, when you inhale it, your body actually processes carbon monoxide more efficiently than it processes oxygen. So it literally will attach to the hemoglobin in your blood and you'll suffocate to death because your body's not getting oxygen anymore. And the scary thing is most carbon monoxide alarms don't go off until we're at the deadly level, which is 30 parts per million.
Okay.
That's why we tell everybody to get a carbon monoxide detector that has a digital readout on it, one that's got a little number on the screen, because you can start getting carbon monoxide low-level poisoning at 4 parts per million. Wow. And that can mask itself as signs of depression, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia. So these are all things, we've gone to people's homes and it's obvious they've had carbon monoxide poisoning for years, but it's a low enough level that it never triggered an alarm. So that's about that digital readout on that's really important.
My goodness.
I always ask people, how much poison is acceptable for your family?
Right,
to me, it's 0, right?
Absolutely.
So if you got 4, 5, 6, 9 parts per million, your alarm will never go off, but you can be inhaling that. And if you're displacing oxygen, you're going to be tired all the time and lethargic, and people get sleepy easy. So you're not depressed, you've got carbon monoxide poisoning.
My goodness. Another big question we get is, where do we install that detector?
So carbon monoxide has the same buoyancy as oxygen, so it doesn't rise or fall. So ideally we want one on every floor, and we definitely want one on the floor that has a gas appliance. So if you have gas logs in the basement, you want it plugged in near there. If you've got a gas furnace or a water heater, you want something near there, but definitely on the floor that you sleep, because carbon monoxide poisoning often happens in the middle of the night when people are sleeping, you don't even know it.
Right, so important.
Sadly, 2 people in Lexington died this summer in an apartment complex because they didn't have carbon monoxide alarms. And last week, 10 contractors went to the emergency room with carbon monoxide poisoning because they were using an inappropriate space heater. So it's a big deal.
Covered that as well. So let's talk about trying to stay warm this winter. And I know this is a hot topic for you, pun intended, but when is it acceptable, if ever, to hit that emergency heat, to start jamming that on? Because people get upset and they're like, I gotta go to warp speed here.
Yeah, it is, and it's a really bad decision. And what frustrates me, being a heating and cooling contractor that does a lot of education, I'll see 5 or 6 heating and cooling companies tell people to turn your heat pump to emergency heat. And the reality is there's never a good time to do that. The systems are smart, they know to go to emergency heat when needed and back and forth. And we've had people turn their system to emergency heat and forget it and leave it there for like a month. Emergency heat for most of us costs $2 an hour to run. Your heat pump costs 25 cents an hour. So you're 8 times more expensive.
Wow.
And then you get the phone call, well, I got a $600 or $700 bill. And it's like, I'll see these HVAC companies post on Facebook, turn your system to emergency heat tonight. And it's like, it triggers me. It's like, no, please don't do that. It's really bad advice. Never turn your system to emergency heat. It's smart enough to do it on its own.
This is news you can use right here. While we've got you, what kind of impact do Christmas lights really put on that bill?
Unless you're Clark Griswold, today's Christmas lights mainly are LED, and they're pretty minor. 70% of your home's electric bill, especially if you have an all-electric home, is going to come from your heating system. That's where that big number's coming from. So January, February is the months we always see those big bills. So we tell people, let's get that heat pump maintained, because that outdoor unit, if it's got a 16th of an inch of dust on it, it's going to lower its efficiency by 25%, because the dust acts like an insulator, and it's trying to exchange temperature with the air. And if it's got an insulator on, it's not going to do that. At the indoor unit, we've got a similar coil. So if both of those are dirty, literally it's lowering your efficiency by 50%. So
makes sense.
Clean systems work better.
Well, you're the king of common sense, so we appreciate this, Jamie. What's the best way for folks to reach out to you? As they're going to need advice to get through this stuff?
Well, and we do carbon monoxide inspections with all of our fall maintenance. So anybody who hasn't had their system inspected, call us, we can come maintain it, we can inspect it, we can check for damage, we can actually do carbon monoxide readings. So it's really, really important. But you can give us a call at 859-687-0553 or mysynergyhome.com.
Very good. We need it.
Thanks, Doug.
Jamie, appreciate it.
Oh,
Good to see you.
Good.
Back after this. Stick around.